The gift of storytelling is one that keeps on giving. But what is a gift if not shared? That's what this platform is. All about sharing, all about building, transforming. It is the 5-minute call with me, Candice Modiselle, affectionately known to many of you as Candice Modiselle. However you want it, you got it. Hosalang, I'm here. The 5-minute call. You're watching, please, while you're at it, make sure you subscribe and let your friends know that this is the hub of entertainment. We continue to share, we continue to give to this love that we've built, this love that we're part of, and all things, like I said, entertainment. Shout out to Functions XYZ, the gents behind the cameras. You can't see them right now, but just go to one of my posts on Instagram and you'll find these gorgeous human beings that hold me accountable to this platform, but also to you, the viewer, the friends, and the loves of the 5-minute call. This is the next installment.
It's my favorite line. Like when you by my side, I'm always winning. Had me up by touchdown from the beginning. Oh.
I'm tired of hearing one thing. Okay, I'm tired of hearing a lot of things. I'm tired of hearing, man, let's do better. Come on, gents, let's do better. But keeping the sentiment of what this show is about. I'm a little bit exhausted hearing people say, we're tired of seeing the same faces on screen. And it just goes to show that people don't always understand that this world of entertainment is not that which is created in the lap of luxury, but like any other job, it is a profession. So if you went to a dentist, would you tell them that you've seen them at too many practices? If you went to a studio, would you say, I've seen this photographer too many times? If you went to a church, would you say, hi Bob, but this pastor was preaching Maobane, why is he still here? That's pretty much the same with acting, don't you think? With artistry, with every single part and person that plays their role in entertainment. So why do actors not get the same respect? So what is today's episode about? Money talks. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about what people perceive to be easy, but isn't always. It takes a great deal of work, effort, and if you really do commit yourself to longevity, a lot of time. Does that time always reflect remuneration? Does it mean that you saw me on this soapy for 3 days and therefore I've got 20,000, 50,000, 500,000 right in my account? No. My dear friends, just because you see someone on television doesn't mean they're suddenly a millionaire. I speak for many other artists, many other actors. I speak for musicians. You saw their video trending and suddenly Rakadi starts to ask, hi, wanna ke kopa tjhelete ya? Kopa re? No, that's not always the case. I want to demystify and dispel a lot of myths and misconceptions about how money is associated with entertainment. And that's why platforms like this are important. So, friends, grab a chair, take some notes. We're talking call rates. If you've never known what a call rate is, and I assume many of you don't, today's the first day where you're going to be opened up to that world of information. So, please do the maths with me so we can all understand how profound this is, but how some people really have no idea how scary it is. Candice Moody, did I almost mispronounce? I almost mispronounced my own damn name. Candice Modiselle gets cast in a series. I'm going to shoot that series for 4 weeks. Perhaps I'm a lead, perhaps I'm not, but for the purpose of this exercise, we can say that I'm supporting, which means, therefore, I could be on set in the space of that 5 or 4 weeks, 10 times. So from the beginning of the shoot period to the end of the shoot period, I'm there for 10 days. Perhaps, and this is just for an example, my call rate is 1,500 Rand. Yo, got a 1,500, let's say 2,000, because now I'm going to do the maths. Let's say 2,000 20,000 Rand is what I get paid per call. That is my call rate. That 2,000 Rand per day for 10 days equals 20,000 Rand for the 5-week process of shooting, despite the fact that I was only there for 10 days. Again, do the math with me. We're shooting for 5 weeks. It's a 13-part series. You're going to see it on your screens for 13 weeks every single Thursday at 7:30. I walked away with 20,000 Rand, right? Which is still going to get taxed, my friends. So that's going to be 25% that I get taxed, which means that's 5,000 Rand off of what I've already earned, which is 15,000 Rand. Thereafter, I'm going to pay my agent. Different agents, as aforementioned in my previous episodes. If you don't know what I'm speaking about or making reference to, you can check out episode number 1 of the 5-minute call on this very channel. I'm going to compensate and pay my agent their commission, rightfully so. Various agents charge differently for different platforms for whatever reasons. Do your research, check your contracts so you know. Say my agent is going to take 25%. Again, for the purpose of this exercise, it's only just an example. So we started off with 20,000 Rand, 25% off. Isn't discount 25% off that I'm getting taxed, which is 15,000 Rand that I'm left with. Another 25% going to my agent, which is another 5,000 Rand off. That then means I'm left with 10,000 Rand. Now, the reason why I'm making this example, which by the way is very practical and many people can relate to, in fact, 2,000 Rand in some productions, in some cases, may be a lot of money, believe it or not. And no, like I said, this platform is not to jab, call out, shade anybody, but I'm saying some budgets allow, some budgets don't. This is only an example. But 20,000 Rand, 15,000 Rand, 10,000 Rand. You're going to see me on that screen for 13 weeks. And all I have to show for it is 10,000 Rand. What people don't understand is that artists in South Africa, particularly actors, do not get paid residuals, royalties, or repeat fees. So I started with that 20, I left with that 10, and that 10 is all that I have. So when you tell actors that they should not be on other shows, or I saw you on this series, now you're on this soapy, now you're also a musician, now you're also writing, now you're also producing, you're also a stylist, you're also an influencer, you are saying that they should survive off of the 10,000 Rand that they earned. And is that a fair judgment to make? I understand that many people make certain opinions and share certain opinions and really have a lot to say, particularly on social media, and they're affirmed in their criticism by other people who say, oh my gosh, this actor again, or this person tweeted very emphatically, oh wow, does this channel not have other actors? Does this production not work with other actors? So we want to make judgment calls on how someone should earn, on how their profession, how their growth, how their evolution should be perceived, or what's deemed fair. I don't think that's necessarily fair. I know a lot of the time a certain person may be cast, and a comment that I see very often, again, no jabs, a tweet that I'll see is, where are the after students? Or where are the vid students? Where are the students from this institution? Because why are they not getting cast? Look, I'm not a casting director. I don't make the decisions on why and when and how people get cast. But what I do know is if someone's great at their job and they've proved it in the previous show, why not cast them in this one? If they were enjoyable to work with in the previous show, why not do the same? Do we not work on referrals? Do we not work on multiple streams of income? So why does the same principle not relate to this particular incident, for this particular industry and the people that are working within it? So I've done a lot of maths, I've shared a lot of opinions, I have a lot of insights. I could talk about this for many more days. But the key and the core is this. We do not make enough to sustain us. Artists and actors do not make enough to sustain us, which is why the Performers Protection Amendment Bill was introduced, which is with the core messaging and with the intention of ensuring that actors are remunerated past the time that they're on set. It's not enough that, I stepped on set, I got off set, and I'm getting paid for that. That's it. This show could be sold to this platform, could be repeated for 20 more years. But we're still watching Sarafina today in 2022. Are the actors getting paid for it? Are they seeing a cent? Are the producers, are the writers, is any person that was part of that being remunerated accordingly? Some of our legends, some of our icons and veterans are still working their tail to the bone, day to day, call by call. But they're not seeing a cent of the shows they were shooting in 1994, the shows they were shooting in 2000, in 2021. But they're still being streamed today in 2022. I know this is a bold step, and sometimes we feel like as actors we should bite our tongues because we're afraid we're not going to get cast again or never work again in this industry because we're too vocal. But I believe and I work fully with the intention of growing and transforming this industry. And what is an industry if not rooted in truth? And what is the messaging if not spoken? And I'm speaking today and I'm saying that we as performers, we as artists, we as people who are creatives and give every single day to the art deserve more. We bring in a lot of money, that's for sure. If you look at the economy and how much art and entertainment is giving, effortlessly, continuously, consistently, it's safe to say and it's fair to acknowledge that we deserve so much more. So much more support on a systemic level, on a macro level, on a constitutional level. We've spoken, we continue this conversation. I ask that before you make whatever commentary, before you state that you're tired of seeing the same actor, ask yourself how much that actor has in their bank account, how much that they need in order to sustain themselves. So I ask you, as a consumer, as a spectator, as an audience member and lover of the arts, before you start to point fingers, roll your eyes and use your Twitter thumbs and Twitter fingers, ask yourself the important question. When last did that actor that you're tired of seeing on my screens get paid? How much is actually in their bank account to sustain their lifestyle? Go patala di school fees to make ends meet. We all believe in multiple streams of income because unfortunately, that's the state that we find ourselves in. So, I, as an actor, need to be on your screens. I need to work. This is my profession. This is my job. I deserve to be here. But I also deserve to be supported. By you, the audience member. By you, Constitution. By you, the key decision makers who continue to consume, but not necessarily and truly support. Let's ask ourselves this question. Let's build this industry one brick at a time, one view of the 5-minute call at a time, one conversation at a time, one subscribe at a time, one comment at a time, one you at a time. It's been amazing. Thank you for listening to what I've had to say. Share. Share. It's important that we chat and chat in truth. Not to just look pretty, because I know I do it well, but hosalang, the truth is the truth and it needs to be spoken. So from yours, truthfully and truly, it's been an absolute blessing. From me, Candice, Modiselle, and scene. Sound was still good. Oh, the mic, where is it? Oh, there it is. I thought I lost it. And I think the reality is we work in spaces that are noisy. Hey, I'm the kind of person that says, we pivot. It's fine. I didn't take any snaps with Ika Mawan. Not Mawan, on Tuesday. Askis.
How's it? Yeah. I never know what to say. But yeah, I'm crashing. But we're doing this.
We are. Ika, it's now you have to come into the snap because now the ratio is a little bit unfair.
What am I gonna say?
I don't know, that's not important.